Say man, this is the A-Man Show back at it again for more content. So the Thunder has responded in Game 2 of the Finals as everyone on the team was more involved throughout the game offensively. This was a much better offensive outing in Game 2 for the OKC Thunder, especially for the bench. OKC's bench has outscored the Pacers' bench due to Aaron Wiggins' performance of 18 points with 5 of 8 shooting from 3, and he was playing stifling defense. And not just him, but for the whole team, especially SGA. I thought SGA had played the best perimeter defense of his career. The dude was everywhere defensively, blocking shots, and most especially harassing Tyrese Halliburton, who is the literal engine to this fast-paced offense for 3 quarters of the game. When you get physical with Halliburton, it makes it very difficult for him to make quick reads on the floor. And especially when everyone on OKC is locking up everyone on the Pacers, and also his defense, especially on transition, has really slowed down the pace of the Indiana squad, not focusing so much on causing turnovers, but being very aggressive on one-on-ones and also more disciplined in their help rotations, not so much on overhelping, but whatnot. And they were much better at closing out shooters in the game as the Pacers shot 35% from three compared to an insane 46 from three from game one. Like I said about this OKC roster, everyone was very involved in this game, especially Chet Holmgren, as he had a much better offensive performance. He was getting to his spots, he was making shots, and overall he was more aggressive to the paint compared to game one. SGA had another efficient 30 piece, and he was getting guys looks and making great reads. Hell, he outplayed Tyrese Halliburton in regards to the playmaking department, and I want to say this to Gilgeous-Alexander. He has really improved in his playmaking ability since the second round, where Denver was deploying that zone defense on Shea, and his lack of court vision has really limited this offense because he isn't that great in playmaking in regards to breaking apart this defense, especially if Denver were trying to go zone. And since then, he was getting guys more open looks due to his improved playmaking and facilitating. And that really helped out the offense, especially in game two, where Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, and Chet Holmgren had more better looks, and also credit SGA's lockdown defense as well too. The only concerning player on OKC is once again Jalen Williams. Even though he had a much better game, he was getting to the line more often and was great on defense. The guy still struggled to finish at the rim as well as hitting shots from the mid range and from three. Luckily, his teammates have stepped up to the plate, but Williams need to be just as good as he was in Minnesota. Shooting below 40% from three is not going to cut it. The Thunder are now going on the road to Indiana, where they're as dominant at home compared to OKC. So they really need Jalen Williams to be more efficient, make his layups, his threes, all that. He has to step up and play as well as he did against Minnesota in order for the Thunder to win both games at Indiana and have a commanding 3-1 lead. And also Shea Holmgren has to step up as well too. If both of these guys don't step up, it does not matter if Shea goes for 40. They will not win, especially going into Indiana's home floor. Now, switching gears to Indiana, I mean, they looked very discombobulated offensively in game two. They couldn't really generate that many great looks because Tyrese Halliburton was just getting hounded defensively in OKC, limited passing lanes that Halliburton can easily make. And transition-wise, they really limited that also, again, because they are going up against the best transition defense in the league. Pascal Siakam was rough offensively. He couldn't get anything going, especially his mid-range game, and he has to settle more threes, which he isn't too comfortable in. Andrew Nembhard couldn't buy a basket from three. The bench didn't do so much either. I mean, this is a really bad offensive game for Indiana standards, and for the Pacers to win both games at their home floor, Tyrese Halliburton has to be more aggressive like he was in game four against New York. Pascal also needs to step up and become that elite scorer that he was at times against New York. Andrew Nembhard, Obi Toppin, all these guys need to step up because it all goes down to Halliburton and his ability to score. because once he starts scoring, it will open so much of this offense because now he can now facilitate, and it'll be extremely tough for any team to stop if Tyrese goes off. And on defense, the Pacers just need to shut down Chet, Holmgren, and J-Dub, let alone everyone but SGA, because you can't stop SGA one-on-one, and they'll be fine. So, in conclusion, a great bounce back win for OKC. Excuse me. They tied the series, but they're up for another challenge as they go on the road to Indiana, where they are dominant. OKC isn't that great of a away team, so they need to have Shed Holmgren and J Dub to go off and not have these abysmal games. Because if OKC loses both games because of these guys, then the series is pretty much over. So that's all I have for y'all today. What are y'all's thoughts on game 2 of this series? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure y'all subscribe for more NBA content. Turn on post notifications, and that is all. Stay litty. This is the A-Man Show. Sign out.